I don't know about you. I think I fit in rather nicely here. I mean, it's a very seamless transition, don't you think, to go from one MVP candidate to another MVP candidate to another MVP candidate. Now, we didn't hit a parlay or anything like that last night, so I'm not bragging specifically about that. I'm just saying, like, I think you could make the argument. Oh, look at that. 3 MVPs right there. And nobody would say any other, right? Like, nobody would say anything different. You wouldn't get an argument. Maybe you get an argument from my coworkers, my wife, anybody who knows me and my work in Philadelphia. Now that I'm thinking about it, this probably wasn't the best idea. We should have come up with another graphic. What the hell were you thinking? Why did you let me do this? It backfired. It's not going to happen for the Sixers. It's not going to happen for the Nuggets. Both of these guys in action tonight, but only one for our NBA parlay. Hit the thumbs up button, subscribe. Let's head on over to DraftKings, shall we? But first, look at this. Hey, this starts Monday. That's 2 days from now. Monday, 4 o'clock Eastern. Laffy, Raza are going to kick this thing off. I'm on with Lindquist and Laffy, Raza, Ehrenberg, all of us in a combination, the two-man show called The Odd Shop. All right? You know what's going on. Let's do it. Let's get it. I just had to mention that because I'm excited. We're all super excited about that. And look, you're a part of the OddsShopper channel. We want you to be part of this. Let's go Pacers plus 2.5. Right away, open that up. We talked about this on the locks video. Ride the same play here. Nothing's changing. In fact, we're taking some elements of the locks video and parlaying them together for a nice little play here. The Pacers, look, they're not a great team right now. They just lost their 17th in 20 games. They're horrific. A lot of that stems from losing Halliburton. So I think you're looking at a bigger portion of this schedule where the Pacers look horrible over the last 20 games. And even though they lose to Boston, you're still getting much better effort. And there's no such thing as a moral victory, blah, blah. But if I can take away the fact that they were alive and that they had a pulse and that they were on the floor and they were competing against a team like the Celtics, it gives me some hope that they can continue to play on this upward trajectory. The Magic are coming off this big win where they escape the Detroit Pistons, who are losing at an incredible clip, just short of the Spurs at this point. I can't buy into the fact that the Magic are a home favorite. Not to say that the Pacers should be a heavy favorite here either, but it's off to me to see Orlando minus 2.5. We'll start with the Pacers plus 2.5. I was tempted to take the money line, but I won't be greedy. Now, I'm going to tell you how you can turn $5 into $150. See Akron up there? Look, we've got this deal for you below. It's right there below. There's a link. Take 90 seconds out of your life. You have to be 21 or older. If you have a gambling problem, call 1-800-GAMBLER, and you have to live in a state where you can legally place a wager. Like, that's simple stuff. Now, maybe it's you haven't signed up on DraftKings for whatever reason. I really like that book. Whatever it is, then take some time, 90 seconds max. Probably going to take you 70. Somebody you know, somebody you work with, somebody in your house, your dad, your mom, your uncle, your grandparents. You should be betting on DraftKings. Sign them up. You sign up. Link's good below. Either way, deposit $5 and put it on the heaviest money line favorite you can find. We found Akron for you, college basketball. That $5 bet is not losing. Once Akron wins, guess what? That $5 bet turns into $150, and then you can come have some fun and mess around. Let's go with the next. This is a blowout here. And look, I'm surprised this thing isn't moving. I'm surprised we're not talking about this line, and I'd be shocked if we don't when it closes. I don't think we're necessarily getting ahead of a lot, but Knicks on the second leg. Here's the thing, though. They're at home, right? You're in Washington. Now you're at home, second leg, so it's a little easier to play in this game as opposed to being on the road still. It's like, all right, second leg on the road. Let's go. Knicks at home, different story. Also, Julius Randle explodes last night, but that was kind of it. The rest of that crew was there, but Jalen Brunson didn't do anything special, and R.J. Barrett didn't do anything special, and it was just kind of like, all right, Julius Randle and the crew still withstood a ridiculously bad first quarter. They come back and they beat the Wizards. Pelicans, nothing wrong here, but they can't afford to have that type of game. They can't afford to have Brandon Ingram the lone scorer, CJ McCollum the lone scorer. I don't think that they're going to get enough up front. That's a tough matchup for Valanciunas. I like the Knicks here, -3 in a blowout spot. It's a parlay. I'll lay the 3 points and keep the 110 intact. But if you wanted to, if you were so inclined, you could money line these two and still come out in a similar spot. Last play, I told you at least one of these MVPs we're going to talk about. We're going to go over 225 in the Celtics-Sixers game. Sixers are probably going to look like shit. They're probably going to look awful. They're probably going to look slow, sluggish out of the gate. That's their MO. That's what happens at home, blah, blah. They're going to come back, and they're going to be in this game. So much will be made about defensively at home, the Philadelphia 76ers, and be this big block on Jaren Jackson. Here's the reality of it. The Sixers are bad when it comes to a lot of perimeter defense, especially ISO guys, especially guys who can shoot off the dribble, especially guys on the wing. It's just not working out to what they hoped. You have James Harden, who is really playing well right now. You have Jaylen Brown, who is there, back from injury. Jason Tatum. Like, we anticipate all of the big names to be in this game. You're going to get some offense. You're going to get a lot of offense, mind you. So, over 225 here for, again, a game that may start a little slow, at least for the home team, but we've seen this a couple of times in a row, mind you. The Sixers just bounce right back. There's your parlay. Pacers +2.5, Knicks -3, over 225. There's going to be some fireworks. There's going to be some offense. Good matchup problems. The Sixers have one with Embiid, and the Celtics have a couple with Tatum and Brown. You know that already, but there are going to be some other areas that you can attack. Even Harden now, with some absence in the Boston Celtics backcourt. There it is. That parlay gets you to +595. Let's do it. Let's hit it. Let's cash. Now, on the way out, I'm going to give you a week free of the BetPro tool. BetPro, this is our awesome tool. We have the sharpest minds on stochastic, matching the market to beat the market. It's a combination of super sharp projections and betting against the market, beating the market. This is awesome. This is projection-based, but you're still matching it up with the rest of the market. You have a bunch of different tools here. I'm going to give you a week free. Does it work? How about this? I mean, just you can take a look for yourself. Shout out to Elvis for sharing this on the Discord. Even when you have a rough night, BetPro comes through. Pretty cool to see this shit. This is what BetPro does. Told you. Sign up. We're going to give you a week free. All right? Enjoy. Have a great night. Remember, we have a new show. See, I didn't forget. Thumbs up, subscribe, please. You haven't already on your way out.